Hi students, we have come to part B of the June holiday assignment. In this video, we will focus on linear expressions with fractional coefficient. Let's look at these questions. We are asked to express each of the following as a single fraction in the simplest form. In part A, m over 5 plus m plus 1. The three terms there, and there's only one term that is expressed as a fraction, that is m over 5. So what we're going to do is we're going to express m also as a fraction. So m can be written as m over 1 because m divided by 1 will just give you m. And 1 can be written as 1 over 1. Right, the next step is to find the LCM of 5 and 1. So the lowest common multiple of 5 and 1 basically is 5. So we're going to take, yes, the second fraction, m over 1, multiplied by 5 at the denominator, also 5 at the numerator. Similarly with 1 over 1. And we can see now that we have the same denominator, which is the number 5. And hence, we can just express all these three fractions into one single fraction. And we can add m plus 5m to give us 6m. So the answer will be 6m plus 5 over 5. So that is part A. So for part B, right, both of them are given as fractions, right? So we do not have to express any one of them as fractions. Let's find the LCM of 6 and 4. So the LCM of 6 and 4 is 12, right? So to get 12 means I need to take 6 times 2, right? And remember what we've said earlier on, in algebraic manipulations, the brackets are very important, so we need to pay respect to it. Anytime you see two terms, you just bracket it. And I have to bracket the whole term that is considered as one unit. I need to times 2. Likewise, bracket the a plus 2. So to get 12 means I need to take 4 times 3 at the denominator. So at the numerator, I need to multiply with 3 as well. Okay, and bracket 2a plus 3 bracket times 2 is the same as 2 times bracket 2a plus 3 is the same as 2 bracket 2a plus 3, the equivalent, right? So the next step will see us getting 4a plus 6 minus 3a plus 6 minus bracket 3a plus 6. We can express that as a single fraction because now we have the same denominator, that is 12. Right, so the next thing is I will have to apply distributive law to simplify this. And let's see how we can do it. If you were to watch the earlier video, part A, right, we can put a number 1 here. And that will give us negative 1 bracket 3a, negative 1 bracket 6. So that gives us negative 3a. Negative 1 times 6 can give us negative 6. That explained how we get 4a plus 6 minus 3a minus 6 over 12. And 4a minus 3a will just give you a. 6 minus 6 will give you 0. So therefore, the answer is just a over 12. Right, let's look at the next questions. For the next questions, what I would suggest is to simplify, expand the bracket first by using the distributive law, right, before anything else. Let's see how we can do it. So that will give us 10a plus 15 over 6 minus 3a plus 6 over 2. Observe that I have bracket the 3a plus 6, a bracket there. Similarly, I bracket 10a plus 15. This is something you need to remember, right? If you can remember that, then you will have no problem solving such questions. Anytime you see more than one term in the algebraic manipulation, bracket it. All right, so the next thing is that we need to find the LCM of 6 and 2. And the LCM of 6 and 2 is 6. So therefore, I need to take the second fractions times 3 to get 6 at the denominator and also at the numerator. right? And that gives us 9a plus 18 over 6 for the second fraction. The next thing is that since we have the same denominator, we can just combine the numerator, right? So this is what I mean that you have to introduce a bracket here so that negative 9, imagine there's a 1 there, not imagine, there's actually a 1 there, but usually we don't write it lah. So that gives you negative 1 times 9a gives you negative 9a, negative 1 times positive 18 gives you negative 18. So that will give you a minus 3 over 6. Right. So once you understood the method of doing it and you practice many times, you'll be able to get a hang of it and you can solve most of the algebraic manipulation questions correctly. All right, so let's look at part D. So for part D, you can see that you're given a fraction and the other one is not a fraction. So the first step is, yes, we're going to use distributive law to expand that. So that will give us 2u minus 1 over 3 minus 2 minus bracket 2 minus 10u close bracket. Right, and then the next thing is to write this as a fraction. So basically it's just over 1. It's just 3, it's just like number 3, it's equals to 3 over 1. Number 4 is equals to, can be expressed as 4 over 1, right? And of course, the next thing then is to find the common LCM, because the LCM of 3 and 1 is just 3. So you multiply 3 at the new denominator, 3 at the numerator, right? And so you multiply this in to get 6 minus 30u. The next step is combine them into a single fraction. Okay, right. And 2u plus 30u will be 32u minus 7 over 3. Right, as mentioned earlier, the important thing here is to remember the steps. Okay, because solving algebraic manipulation actually is a very technical kind of a process. If you remember the steps correctly, remember to pay respect to the brackets and practice, and most of the time you do well. So therefore, I have prepared some questions for you to try at the next slides. These are the practice questions that I strongly encourage you to try on your own. Answers are provided. And if you are stuck along the way, do refer to the earlier slides on the correct methods to solve each question. So happy practicing.